What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about the best of MyTeam super packs coming to NBA 2K25. MyTeam tomorrow. Nothing really crazy here. Obviously, the tweet reads like normal that super packs are back. Back is my team's favorite word because they love giving us stuff over and over and over again. GOAT Tim Duncan is available. Invincible Damian Lillard. 100 overall Austin Reeves and Dale Ellis also available via the best of super packs in my team. Is this anything to get me hype? Not really. Like, Tim Duncan does have small forward eligibility, which I guess is somewhat interesting. But again, to me, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. Like, it is what it is. Super packs are back. We'll talk about the equal chance, or the box with the equal chance topper a little bit. Is that worth it? Is it not worth it? But let's start by breaking down each and every one of these cards. Okay, let's start with the 100 overalls. Dale Ellis. What are my thoughts on Dale Ellis? I mean, I don't know. Like, to me, I think the card's going to be fine. I just don't think he's going to be like anything game breaking. So if we go back and look at Dale Ellis earlier this year, one thing about him is he is 6'7". Right? So he's going to be 6'7". He's going to be point guard eligible, 6'10" wingspan. We don't know release-wise what they're going to do with him. His past release was the Neesmith base, so they just could put that on very quick. Hopefully he gets Francis with the Francis size up. Hopefully he gets the D-Fox moving crossover if we're talking about what we want. But again, as far as like expectations, I feel like you got to somewhat limit them. Because if you go back, and this is just me, but if I go back and look at like best of my team super packs from last week, like the Allen Houston card, for example, like he was good. Like I guess he did have D-Fox, he did have Francis. Like the Garland dribble style is what I'm meaning. But I guess he did have Garland dribble style. He had Francis size up. Like he did have the D-Fox moving crossover. So maybe there's reason to be somewhat optimistic about these cards. Like I guess, like if he sees all those things, card's going to be pretty solid because at the end of the day, Dale Ellis is 6'7". Like, that's like a perfect, in my opinion, height for a point guard that you want to be able to move, can create his own shot, and just do it all. Dale Ellis definitely has a lot of upside, and as I'm looking at these cards, there's reason to be somewhat optimistic about Dale Ellis, genuinely, because I don't think the card's going to be crazy overpriced. Next up, we see 100 overall Austin Reeves. Last Austin Reeves card we saw was the Dark Matter that was available via the Season 5. I do believe, what was it, the Pro Pass at the time. 6'5", 6'6" wingspan. Last card had the Austin Reeves base, Austin Reeves leaner. He is going to get Garland for sure. Hopefully, again, the Fox cross. Hopefully, again, the Francis size up if they want him to be great. It's just like, to me, if you look at tomorrow, we see point guard, point guard, point guard, and then obviously small forward. I feel like we've seen a lot of good point guards recently in my team, and the thing for me about that is like you saw Dr. J as a level 40. You've seen, Devin Booker as far as like the locker code and then the challenge. You've seen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as far as just literally typing in a locker code. And so, no, I'm not trying to necessarily hate on this drop, but it's just like, to me, I don't know. When it comes down to it, if all we're going to see is point guard after point guard, I don't know how much reason for optimism there is going to be, considering, again, we've already got plenty of good point guards in the game. If you want to talk about the level 40 reward, if you want to talk about, even the Pro Pass, Kyrie Irving, for example, he's a point guard that can play and compete. So I just feel like we've seen so many different point guards recently in my team, and it's just like, to me, I guess it's like that's the one position I feel like we don't need any more of. I do think Dale Ellis is going to be decent. The problem with Damian Lillard is, simply put, he's just going to be too small. He's going to be too undersized to play. Did y'all see the thing about Jason Tatum trying to like recruit Damian Lillard? That would be crazy to see, but I don't know. Interesting situation with Damian Lillard, obviously. But I like the content is what it is. It's another week. We get another super pack. I do want to spend some time talking about the GOAT Tim Duncan. Obviously, with the equal chance pack being in, if you do open a super pack, you can do an equal chance pack. I'm not necessarily that high on it heading into this, just because, again, I don't think Tim Duncan is, I think he's good. I just don't think he's that great. 6'11", small forward. Again, you got Dirk, you got all these other good small forwards in the game. You could even say like Chet, Yalen, like the small forward position list is stacked. What is Tim Duncan going to be like? Honestly, I hope his release is the exact same as the, 100 overall. I really like the 100 overall Tim Duncan's release. I thought it was fantastic. He also had the Pro 2 leaner. Now, obviously, again, hopefully dribble sigs. He had Garland, but hopefully he gets, the Fox cross. Hopefully he gets, slightly better. But I think Tim Duncan's going to be good. It just boils back to the fact that, like, what is he going to do that we don't have already in my team, or that cards already aren't maybe going to do better than him? That's the one thing I keep coming back to with these drops and these cards, is it's like, I feel like we've already got cards in my team that are going to be just as good, if not better. And so for me, it's just like, well, how are they going to make Tim Duncan better? How are they going to make him different than, let's say, a GOAT Giannis or a GOAT Dirk? I just don't necessarily see the pathway to that. And so for me, in turn, it's hard for me to be super optimistic about Tim Duncan or about a lot of these cards that we do get that are coming to my team. So I guess that's just kind of where I'm at. And maybe I'm being too negative about Tim Duncan, but that's just kind of my approach to it. Last week, we saw Larry Bird, I believe, right? That was last week. And last week, I thought Larry Bird would be worth opening that equal chance pack for, because if you got Larry Bird, obviously he sold for a ton. Tim Duncan's not going to be cheap. I'm not going to sit up here and act like he is. But he's not going to be a card, in my opinion, that's worth necessarily opening packs for. And I get they're the best of my team super pack, so I get you got a chance to pull all the rest of these cards. But to me, there's nothing here that really gets me excited to, for this content tomorrow. Like, there isn't. Obviously, tomorrow in challenges, you're going to be able to grind for a best of my team super pack. But that's really the only thing with this content drop that I would even say is worth your time. Grind that best of my team super pack. Grind the GOAT challenges out along the way if you got it. And honestly, I opened a 51 box last week, and I didn't love the amount of event cards that came out of it. So I can't even recommend that, or opening this for event cards either. And again, you get event cards from other weeks. I don't necessarily love that at all. So I don't know. Am I being too negative on it? Maybe. But to me, there's no cards, there's no players that are worth opening. To me, when it comes down to, the event, the event's not worth it. I just don't really love what I am seeing from these super packs that are obviously coming to my team tomorrow. So that's where I'm at. If you wanted me to be positive about this, I'm sorry. I just can't. Like, there's just nothing to me that signals, oh yeah, this is exciting, or oh yeah, let's be super positive about it. At the end of the day, like, it is what it is. If this is something you want to, grind and pursue, at the end of the day, do what you got to do. Don't let me be the one to tell you what to do or not do. But it's just not super exciting. You get a bunch of point guards that aren't going to do anything game breaking, and you get a new really good small forward. But again, we already got two GOAT small forwards in Giannis and Dirk. So just add him to the group that we already do have. I also do want to say, like, I feel like at this stage, it's hard for me to be super hype about these cards. Just given who we do have in the game right now. So you guys can let me know your thoughts on this super pack coming to my team tomorrow. Maybe you're hype about it. If that's the case, let me know. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.